Starting off day 3 here in Norris Geyser Basin. Another one of my favorite areas of the park. Just geysers everywhere, including steamboats, which we're probably not going to be lucky enough to see erupt, especially since I think it hasn't erupted since June, but it is the world's tallest geyser when it does erupt at about 300 feet, so it is enormous. Something else. This is what most of it looks like, just a giant hellscape, but nice cold morning, steaming all over the place, looks awesome. We finally see a grizzly out in the wild in Yellowstone. Thought I'd never see one, but kind of hard to, you won't be able to see on here because he's about 150 yards out. But Erin was able to get some really good photos that I'll include in here that with her telephoto, so we'll see how they turned out. Here at the Grand Canyon Yellowstone, and we got the falls in the background as well from the Yellowstone River. This is only the smaller one for the upper falls. We get to see the much bigger version a little bit further down the road and down the canyon, where you really get to see how wide and large the canyon is. Made it to the lower falls of the Yellowstone River in the Grand Canyon. You can see how it opens up right here. Waterfall's a lot bigger, of course, and it is pretty spectacular. So we're here at Mud Volcanoes, a section of the park I've never been to, and honestly, it's so unique compared to the rest, where you have more features like this, where it's just violent water and mud rather than these cool and pristine pools. But yeah, it's just a lot more violent compared to other things as gases and waters are escaping from the ground. So the last thing we're doing today in Yellowstone is we're hiking down to an overlook that goes to the top of the lower Yellowstone Falls that we saw earlier today. So, quick little hike. It's 3/8 of a mile down, 600 vertical feet, so it's pretty steep. Be fun climbing back up, but should be worth it. Starting off day 4 here in Yellowstone, well, kind of a half day really. We're just hitting up West Thumb Geyser Basin as we travel through and head over to Grand Teton National Park in Jackson, Wyoming. But first stop here is a waterfall along the Firehole River, and next stop will be our last geyser basin along Yellowstone Lake. It's really cool. So here at West Thumb Geyser Basin, and a little disappointing because part of the boardwalk is closed, and not only a part of it, but it's honestly the best part because they have these beautiful blue hot springs there with the lake in the background, as you can see. But this lake is huge. We're used to Tahoe, and honestly this thing is significantly bigger than Lake Tahoe. It may not look like here, but that's only because that's just part of the actual lake. The rest goes on past that part where it chokes out, it narrows and continues way down. I think it's one of the biggest natural lakes you find outside of the Great Lakes. Well, that's a wrap from Yellowstone after 3 long days, but really good days. But we're heading down to Grand Teton National Park now in Jackson, Wyoming. We're on the Snake River for our campground. Well, actually not campground, it's cabin that is a little bit further up the hill. So, last leg of our trip, we're here out in Jackson, Wyoming, and we went to Grand Teton, but we're gonna actually go back tomorrow to do the more strenuous hiking. It won't be that much, but still. But yeah, nice little end of the trip here is on the Snake River as it goes flowing by us. Last hike of the trip, we're in Grand Teton National Park going up to Taggart Lake, which will get great views of the Tetons. Got Sam on the back today. He's been such a trooper this whole trip. Just happy to be outside. Makes me a little worried when we get back and we're not hiking every day, if he's just gonna have withdrawals. Getting up to the lake, getting to the Tetons up ahead. Things are opening up a little bit. We were hiking by a creek for a little while, but now we're just getting up to where we're going. Should be a pretty lake. Hiked up to Bradley Lake. We actually did a little detour. We're gonna head over to the other lake in just a moment, but we wanted to come up here, and yeah, as epic as everything as we expected. Love it up here.